Today, not this, but this food, I am gonna be making ceviche for all of you today. And my family is from Sinaloa, and if you know anything about Sinaloa, we are from the coast, and it is hot and humid and sticky. So there's nothing better than mariscos on a hot, hot day, and a cold beer, of course. So that's what we're gonna be doing here today. I'm gonna walk you through the ingredients first, and then we'll prep it all together. So of course you need raw shrimp. Super important for them to be raw because they will cook in the lime juice. So we don't want anything cooked already. We're going to use 6 limes per pound. So we have 3 pounds here today. So we have 18 limes. About 1 to 1.5 tomatoes. I like Roma tomatoes. About 1 to a little bit of more than 1 cucumber per pound. I like a Serrano chili and a jalapeno per pound. But for my friends who don't like spicy here today, we're only gonna do 1 jalapeno per pound. And then onions, you can use a purple onion, you can use a white onion. I happen to only have a white onion today because I forgot it. So that's what someone had. And then obviously to top it off, you want cilantro. We're gonna chop that up a little bit together later. And then once you're really prepping the tostada, you want tostada. And the weirdest thing that only people from Sinaloa will get is mayonnaise on your tostada, which, trust me, it's delicious. And then the secret ingredient at the very end is Clamato. And you only want a little splash of Clamato on top of your ceviche, and it just really brings the flavors together. So we're gonna finish prepping some of these shrimp. We're gonna cut the remainder. And again, they have to be super raw. Take out the tail and los bigotes. You all know what that means. And then we'll get to cutting them. You also want to make sure that you get Devein shrimp. It makes the process a little bit easier for cleaning purposes. Okay, and we are just going to chop them up in really small pieces. Not super small, but around that size. All right, and I'm gonna put them with the remainder, which again, I used 3 pounds today, and 3 pounds is good for about 2 to 4 people, depending on how much you eat. So that's what you see here. So we're gonna add them to our bowl of lime juice. You just take a regular bowl and you cut up the limes and you squeeze the limes in there. So we're gonna do some of that. We're gonna finish with the last 6 limes, and again, I like 6 limes per pound, so there's already 12 in here. 12 limes squeezed in here. This dish is really important to me because unlike most Mexican families, we were not allowed in the kitchen. As much as we wanted to know as kids what my grandma, my aunts were doing, no, quítate de aquí. We're just basically in the way. And so this is the very first dish that I was allowed to participate in and help cut. So it's essentially the first time my family trusted me with any food. So super special to me. And again, being raised in Southern California where it's hot and visiting Sinaloa frequently, you begin to understand the importance of mariscos when it's hot, really hot outside. We're almost done. now for the fun part. We get to begin to put the shrimp, so the 3 pounds that we showed you earlier. We're gonna put this in our lime juice, because this is how our shrimp will get cooked. We're gonna put it in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes to let the lime marinate the shrimp and cook it before we add the remainder of our ingredients. And then you just stir it around to make sure that the shrimp is getting all the juice coated. And then we're gonna stick this in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes, and we'll be back. This dish is really important to me because unlike most Mexican families, we were not allowed in the kitchen. As much as we wanted to know as kids what my grandma, my aunts were doing, no, quítate de aquí. We're just basically in the way. And so this is the very first dish that I was allowed to participate in and help cut. So it's essentially the first time my family trusted me with any food. So super special to me. And I'm back. The shrimp had sat in the refrigerator for 30 minutes, so you can see the pink consistency, and they are not that grainy gray color any longer. So we are going to combine the rest of the ingredients. We're going to put in the tomatoes. Just like that. Not like any other way. And we're gonna mix everything in every time you mix a new ingredient in. Cucumbers. Jalapeno. Onions. And we're gonna mix it. Basically, you're making the Mexican flag in your ceviche. We're gonna add some salt. Some pepper. Some Clamato. Mix it again. And then lastly, what's a Mexican dish without some cilantro? We're gonna take our bunch that has been cleaned and washed, and we're just gonna begin to chop the pieces, the better.
We're gonna prep one of our tostadas. So we're gonna take a tostada and make sure this is open. Or not. Awesome. Spray that. We're gonna top our tostada up with some mayonnaise. We're gonna spread that across the tostada to your liking. Let's chop up some avocado. And if you're not being messy, you didn't do it right. All right, let's add some ceviche, cilantro, and avocado. There you go. Enjoy.
Nuestra mesa.